What is going on, guys? This is Michael Williams from Cartoon Universe, and today I have my very first star theory for you guys, and man, I gotta say, I've never been more hyped for this show. I feel like Bon Bon the Birthday Clown really brought Star vs. the Forces of Evil to the next level in pretty much all aspects, and I have a feeling that when the show returns, we'll be entering into some very brand new territory for the characters, and finally diving headfirst into how all of the puzzle pieces come together. With that being said, I think the mid-season 2 finale gave us a glimpse into what seems to be a much darker future for Star than we could have originally guessed. Could Star at some point actually become the next Queen of Darkness, following in the footsteps of Eclipsa? Well, first we have to look at exactly what Bon Bon the Birthday Clown brought to the table. And it brought a lot more to the table than the title suggests. I'm not going to give an entire summary of the events that took place and assume you've watched the episode already. If you haven't, I'm not sure what you're doing here because we're going to hit some pretty major spoilers, so you have been warned. So in this episode, Star agrees to let Marco take Jackie to the school dance as his date in place of her. Quite enthusiastically, actually. Why does it matter? They were just going as friends anyway, right? Besides, she's got other plans to resurrect a birthday clown from the dead because reasons. It's not important, but the moment Jackie Lynn Thomas's and Marco's eyes meet just before going about their way to the dance, Star realizes something that is going to be pivotal for her development as a character. She's not liking the way they give each other googly eyes, and she's hit with a wave of regret and jealousy. So much so that she keeps bringing it up all night. She can't even enjoy resurrecting a dead clown like a normal teenager. But anyway, this is not the happy-go-lucky whimsical Star Butterfly we've come to know and love. She's clearly really heartbroken, but that's what's so interesting about it. I think it's safe to say that Star did not in any way think she would actually feel like this. After all, she happily agreed to having Jackie be Marco's date instead, so this hit her out of left field, yet we as the audience already knew this was the case. On the opposite side of the spectrum, Marco and Jackie are having a great time. Marco is finally on an official date with the girl he's had a major crush on for so long. It's basically just as Star feared. So after calling Marco didn't work, she decided to do something a little more sinister, using the spying spell, the All-Seeing Eye, which happens to be in Eclipsa's chapter. The All-Seeing Eye is considered to be dark magic, according to Glossaric, and not nice. But Star does it anyway, because her emotions are taking over. So much so that when she does see that Marco and Jackie are having a great time, and specifically sees Jackie holding Marco as to not fall off the skateboard, after Star lets out an agonizing sigh of realization that she broke my heart! See that? It's the moment I died. She accidentally uses dark magic, the green magic, to hit the wheel and cause them to fall off the skateboard, something that she didn't mean to do, and she was taken back by this. So why do I think Star will be the next Queen of Darkness? Well, she went to Eclipsa's chapter to spy on Marco and Jackie and accidentally hurt them using dark magic. But what's fueling her dark magic? Well, her emotions, of course. We've seen in Wand to Wand that with Ludo, that anger and pain allows dark magic to work through the wand, and Star is in a lot of pain right now. She's kind of drowning in negative emotions, sadness, confusion, anger, jealousy. It's all a lot to take in. And as we see towards the end of the episode, Star uses the same portal spell that she used on Ludo the first time to suck him into what is essentially space. She almost succeeded, but got distracted when Marco and Jackie showed up. Once she saw them, her emotions took over again and her pink magic turned into green dark magic, causing the portal to explode and then reverse facing Star. So this shows that Star is clearly capable of some pretty legit dark magic, and from a writing standpoint, it seems like a pretty glaring hint towards some dark internal trials for Star. And what's the name of the show? Star vs. the Forces of Evil. This seems on the surface to just be about a magical girl beating up monsters, but I think it actually has a deeper meaning. With all the pain she's going through, what if Star begins to go down a dark path and has to internally fight the forces of evil? Anger, hatred, jealousy, sadness, etc. All emotional forces that can cause people to commit evil, even sometimes good people like Star. And even in our last Star theory video, we discussed how Star seemed to admire Eclipsa. I don't think that was unintentional. I think the parallels between them are done completely on purpose. Go check out that theory to see what those parallels were in the description below or at the end of the video. So what does this all mean? It means that Jackie Lynn Thomas is playing a major role in the development of our two main characters and the plot as a whole. which is something that's very interesting, because if it weren't for Jackie Lynn Thomas being in the picture, then Star never would have lost control, and Ludo never would have been able to get the book, and by extension, kidnap Glossaric. I think Jackie is serving as the #1 catalyst that is going to show us a complete reversal of what we've come to know on the show. Think about it. If Star does end up going down a dark path, it will be the complete opposite of the type of person we've known her to be. And as for Marco, Jackie's allowing him to feel more comfortable, gain more confidence, and truly realize that he can totally be himself, which is not the Marco we started out with. And now Ludo, who has mostly been a joke villain throughout the entire series until recently, has just gotten the last thing he needed to become a major threat. And while it was all unintentional and to no fault of her own, it's all because of Jackie. And what's especially interesting is that there are some pretty clear parallels to back this supposed reversal up. In 1-to-1, Star is taken over by frustration that Cloudy wouldn't do as he's supposed to, which was only making the dark magic stronger. But once Marco was almost sucked into the vortex, she sort of snapped out of it. She saw someone she deeply cared about in trouble and was able to save him with her magic going back to normal pink magic. When Star asks if Marco's okay, he says yeah, thanks to you. Now in the latest episode, the complete reverse happened, where Star was using pink magic to save the day, but her negative emotions took over with the sight of someone she deeply cared about, and it turned into green dark magic. This time, it was Star about to get sucked into a vortex, and Marco that ended up saving her. And this time, Marco asks, "Are you okay?" And Star replies the same way, "Yeah, thanks to you." There are also some pretty interesting parallels between Marco's sort of date to the Blood Moon Ball and his date with Jackie to the school dance. And the worst part about it? Star can't even truly be mad at Jackie. Why? Because she knows Jackie's an amazing person. And she knows Marco deserves an amazing girl like her. She's cool, smooth, kind, caring, non-judgmental, funny. She's actually kind of great. And that's what's going to fuel Star even more. The fact that she has no single person she actually gets to be mad at. She can't be mad at Marco. She can't be mad at Jackie. That's not the type of person Star is. If anything, she could only blame herself for allowing Jackie to step in the first place. So now she just has to sit there and simmer and marinate in her own sadness, jealousy, anger, and self-pity that will unlock the darkness and the forces of evil that are deep inside her. Now, with all that being said, even if Star does end up joining the dark side per se, I think she will go back to normal eventually, and I do think she will end up with Marco as the Blood Moon suggests. This doesn't seem like the type of show to end on a sad note. I just hope Marco and Jackie end things on good terms if this does end up being the case. But those are just my thoughts on it. What do you guys think? Will Star become the next Queen of Darkness? Is there anything I missed? Let us know in the comments down below. Be sure to follow us on Twitter, and as always, big thanks to our amazing Patreon supporters. We really appreciate it. If you want to get some cool rewards and help this channel grow, be sure to check out our Patreon page in the description below or at the end of the video. But anyways guys, I've been Michael Williams, you've been watching Cartoon Universe, and we will see you in the next video. Peace.